What's up, everybody? Good morning, and happy Friday to you all. I hope that you all are doing well. Happy Friday. What's going on, everybody? Y'all make sure when y'all come on in that y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section, please. Let me know if you can hear me in the comment section before I get into anything. Good morning to everybody. Hold on, let me check something here. Okay, it says working on my end, but y'all let me know if y'all can hear or not. Okay, cool. Perfect. Well, good morning to everybody. Good morning. This is Weekly Hot Topics with your boy Chef Don. Okay, this is episode 8. All right, and we got a lot to get into. So we're gonna be talking about Blac Chyna and her black mouth mama. Okay, we're gonna be talking about Tamar and the alleged baby mama of the new engaged husband that she got. We'll talk about Monique from Love after lockup, allegedly fired child is what they saying. We'll talk about Ricky Smiley. We're gonna talk about T-Boz. And we really the situation that T-Boz is having. We definitely want to make sure that we dive deep into that because I need all my women to be safe as possible. Okay, we're gonna talk about Pastor Jameliah Gooden or whatever her name is. That's the one that says she's gonna whoop that lady behind in the church and stuff like that. That's who that is. We'll talk about her. We're gonna, of course, talk about Latasha and Rocky. What would it be without talking about Latasha and Rocky? Okay. We are gonna also be talking about Slim Thug. We are going to be talking about Juan Dixon allegedly being exposed as of yesterday, and then we're gonna talk about Rasheem Carter. And I did not list Shanquella Robinson. However, we are going to discuss Shanquella Robinson as well because there has been a interview that was done with the concierge of the villa that they were staying in, and she gives us some telling details in regards. Some of it don't line up with the Mexican investigator, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. We're gonna talk about it anyway. Anyway, you guys, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you bang that notification bell and give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta give me some water. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Appreciate y'all. I had to give me some water. And listen, if you would like to show some love to the channel or donate to the channel, you can down below. It is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you would like to bless the channel. But let me speak to everybody because y'all know I got manners. And I also said the way that I'm feeling, I wasn't gonna be on camera, but I can't do my hot topics without being on camera. So give me a second, y'all. We let me tell you something. The devil be trying to, he be trying to get you, child. He be trying to get you. But we in there today. We in there today. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. And y'all forgive my little wardrobe. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, well, let me go ahead and speak to everybody that's in the room. Let me speak to everybody that's in the room. What's going on, Simply Elegant One? What's going on, Veronica? What's up, Aunt Natty? What's going on? What's up, Sophia? What's going on, Scorpio? 15. What's up, Miss Mia? What's up, Miss Kristen? What's up, Miss McGeechee? What's going on, Nola Reeves, Jamie, Yvette Bell, Too Feisty, Cali Classic? What's going on? Nola Reeds, Brittany, Janae, what's going on? Uh, what's going on, Teresa? Uh, yeah, I decided to get on the camera. I did. I decided to go on to get on the camera. I did. Yeah, I really don't know how this is gonna work. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go, child. Well, we here, y'all. We here, and we here for episode 8 of Weekly Hot Topics with Chef Downtown. Period. Period. Loving the orange on you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. So, you guys did see the thumbnail. So we got a lot to talk about. I want to start with T-Boz. Okay, I want to start with T-Boz. Okay, so T-Boz revealed to us that her daughter um had a situation. And well, first, before I dive into that, let me just go ahead and say this. So, in case if you guys don't know what an air tag is, they're being used right now to track, to unfortunately attract women. Okay, there are people who are dropping them in women purses. Also, when they see women going into the grocery store or going into anything that they're doing, they're attaching them to their cars. So you guys make sure that you're extremely careful because again, sometimes you don't know that you're being tracked until you've made it to your last destination and your phone will update and let you know that you are being tracked. Okay. So crazy thing is, again, we want to make sure that you guys are being as safe as possible. So of course, your purse is on you. Make sure you check your purse, check everything. I saw maybe last week there was someone who put some AirPods in someone's purse and tracked them down the whole entire day. Okay, just by the AirPods location because they were saying that they lost the AirPods. So just be as careful as you possibly can because again, you do not want to be tracked and all of that. It ain't necessary. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way that men are getting to women and harming them and doing certain things, stealing and all of that stuff. So give me just a second. I'm getting ready to pull this up. Let's see here. So I want you guys to hear what T-Boz had to say in regards to this. So shout out to the neighborhood talk for capturing this. And let me share my screen here and we're gonna get into it. Okay, cool. So this is T-Boz's message to everyone involved. Again, you can't be too safe. You definitely can't be too safe. So let's get into this. Let's get into this.
About sex trafficking and stuff like that. So my daughter was just leaving the doctor's office. And when she came to the car, she had a weird thing on her windshield wiper. So instead of touching it, because when you do, they'll have some kind of drug substance on there that will make you drowsy and knock you out. Okay. So this is the thing. She looked at her surroundings. She hurried up and got in the car, drove off, went to a safe, crowded location, and took some object to knock it off. But now the concern is now I hear they put trackers on your car. So if you have a father, brother, mail around, police station, wherever, make sure y'all check for trackers so they won't track you guys home or to the next location. Okay, what's up? Y'all always hear.
So again, just be very careful. And I don't know if you guys know this too, but they're also taking I don't know if it's like a piece of tissue or a towel or something, then they're putting some type of chemical on it and stuffing it in your door, like um your door handle. So whenever you get ready to grab your door handle, that particular situation is stuck on the actual door handle. Okay, so again, it is making people sick, extremely sick. I don't know what the chemical is, what it is, but again, y'all just be extremely careful. Um, I at one point wanted to use one of those air tags, but they're not as safe as people say that they are. And again, other people can track you based off of your actual location on your phone. So again, just be as careful as you possibly can out there because people are doing crazy things that sometimes we're not even in the moment to really realize what's going on. So just be careful. Please be careful. Um What's going on, girl, with the T? How you doing, Miss Monica? What's going on? What's going on, Miss Teresa West? What's up, Cali Classic? Oh, I think I spoke to you, Cali Classic. It was the orange heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Too fast. He might as well tuck his tail and get on somewhere. Not today. Wait, what happened? He sure won't. When I tell you, he been up early trying it this morning. Oh, the devil, the devil, the devil. Baby, you better run him off. The devil must flee. The devil must flee. Y'all can get a bun. Maybe in my reviews, because I have several reviews coming up. I did watch Grown Gospel last night. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I did enjoy the first episode. I know how y'all Carlos King, but I did enjoy the first episode. So I'm gonna review that. And I'm also gonna be reviewing y'all. Okay, I just gotta keep it a buck with y'all. I'm not reviewing that show with Tamar Nivea and what is it? Tamar Nivea and I'm missing somebody. Evelyn. Yeah, I say Evelyn. I'm not reviewing that show. Okay, because I can already tell that once the show go off and people kind of catch up, it's just gonna be mess after mess after mess after mess. I'm good. I'm good. That's not my type of it's not my type of show anyway to You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do that. But Grown in Gospel will get a review from me as well as Ghost Power Book 2. It did come back on. It's supposed to come back on today, but y'all know y'all can watch it at midnight on the day that it actually premieres. So again, I can't get into that show with Evelyn and them, but you know, what's going on? What's going on? Good morning, good morning. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. What's going on, Sharice? What's going on? The devil doesn't have any business over here. You better let him know. You better let him know. Welcome to everybody that's just coming in. Y'all, please bang that like button. Please, please, please. I sent you a blessing on Cash App. Well, let me see. Let me see. Thank you, Crystalline. I know you're going to always support, honey. You're going to always support. Y'all, let me tell y'all something about this Texas weather. Child, woke up the morning, it was like 42 degrees. I was like, geez, Louise, this ain't cute. Okay, thank you so much, Krishna. I do see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, but again, make sure y'all hit that like button. Yes, I enjoyed grown in gospel. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And we saw some of our people that we've been seeing in gospel music. Hold on one second. Mm. Okay, sorry about that. Child, they was in there barking and things. Okay. Anyway, let me read some more of y'all comments. Yes, everyone, please pay attention to your surroundings. Absolutely. You got to, because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. Good afternoon. What's going on, Joyce? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, it may look gold on, and it may be because of my light that it looks gold, but it's orange. It's that orange, that bright orange color. But it could be the lighting. This is serious. It is, it is. It was storming all night. Yeah, it was. It was. It definitely was. Tornadoes, all kind of stuff. So y'all keep us lifted. Keep us in prayer. Keep us in prayer. Keep us in prayer. Um, Classy shade at its best. I'm here for it. Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Now I'm gonna eat some folks up in my review, but it was cute. It was cute. It was cute. So y'all check out Grown and Gospel, especially we have the legendary Dorinda Clark Cole's daughter on there. We have Fred Hammond's daughter on there. We have um Tasha Page Lockhart, she was a contestant on Sunday Best, but her mother is Lisa Page Brooks. And so we have quite a few people on there, well-known people on there. Or if we don't know them, we know of their parents and we know what their parents have done. So y'all make sure that y'all go check that show out. Okay. Make sure you check it out. Remember I told y'all I always give it episode one time. And if it's good, then I review it. So it was good. It was good. All right, so that was that about T-Boz. You guys make sure that you're careful out here in these streets, okay? Make sure that you are careful out here in these streets. All right, so let's get into our next topic. Now, some of these topics I didn't absolutely get a chance to post them, but let's move over to Slim Thug. Okay, so Slim Thug, he had a great message, but he went extremely too far, and so the let God be true quickly decided to drag him yesterday. And I think he deserved every bit of the drag. Because again, he had us until he said some other things. So let's take a listen.
Let me show y'all why I still got money and a lot of rappers went broke. Voila. The $5.99 shirt. Let's see how much the shorts is. The shorts, $12.99. Less than $20. I'll be in the club with this shit on. I'll be in the club with this shit on. Y'all don't know because I got $1 million worth of jewelry on. But y'all be buying that designer. Y'all be looking gay because all the designers look gay. And I'm the only one be standing out. There be 10 of y'all with the same Christian Dior shirt, 10 of y'all with the same Gucci shirt, and I'll be the one that stand out with a plain tee that cost me $5. $5, same as a Happy Meal or less. You know what I'm saying? That's how I stay rich just long. I just wanted to give y'all that game today.
Look, the message was great. Save your money. Do what you got to do to save your money. But you going all in telling the folk that they look gay and because they be wearing nothing but gay designers, like, yo, come on now. All of that wasn't necessary and it wasn't needed. And just to let y'all know, they dragged him for filth. I don't really think, in my personal opinion, he deserved it. You ain't have to add all of that. You ain't have to add all that. Just say what you trying to say and keep it moving. Because again, you had us. You had us until you start dragging gay folks in there. That wasn't. I don't even really understand why that was necessary. I don't. But he got dragged, and I think he very well deserved the dragging. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. So y'all don't know what the let God be true quickly really means. Let me get this up here because see, I feel like I shared this to my YouTube yesterday. Hold on one second. Let me share this so y'all know what let God be true quickly means. Okay. Uh Here we go. Let God be true quickly. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind this and share my screen so y'all can see what it is we talking about when we say let God be true quickly. I apologize for my allergies and they draining a little bit and all that stuff, but let's see here. All right. This was when Kim Burrell thought Kim Burrell thought she Kim Burrell thought she had ate this up. She thought she had ate this up. Watch this.
I ain't know about no LGBTQ. For all I know, it means let God be true quickly. Oh, by shut up.
Y'all, she spoke in tongues like she really ate that up. Oh, my shot. Girl, yeah, what was that? One more time.
I ain't know about no LGBTQ. For all I know, it means let God be true quickly.
Oh, my
Oh, by
shot.
shut up.
Girl, girl. Yeah, Kim thought she had ate that up. Kim thought she had ate that up, but ma'am, you did not. You did not. You did not. Oh, she spoke in tongues. She spoke in tongues like she really had ate that up, honey. Like she had ate that up. But if y'all wonder why me and Two Feisty be saying, "Let God be true quickly," that's why right there. That's why right there. That's why I said the let God be true quickly is ate him up and gave him exactly what he deserved because he ain't had no business doing what he was doing. All right. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Please, please, for your boy. It's free. It's free. It's free 99 to like the video. It is free. It is free. It is free. Kim never fails. Kim always doing something, child. She always doing something. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I wanted to go over there with Slim Thug again. I feel like he ain't need to do all that. He need to do all that. It wasn't necessary. Okay, so I want to talk about this briefly because I really don't care. To be honest with y'all, I really don't. But let's briefly discuss this really quick. So y'all know Tamar on that show with Evelyn and with Evelyn and Nivea, right? And they supposed to be doing it's supposed to be some type of dating show, Queen's Court, whatever. I don't know. I'm not watching it. None of that stuff. However, it was dropped yesterday that Evelyn Lozada was engaged, and it was dropped that not only was Evelyn engaged, but Tamar was engaged as well. Now we've been seeing this. What's the man named JT? Something like that. Justin, Jacob. I don't know. Hold on one second. I don't know the man name, but anyway, Tamar reveals to us that that he had been then popped the question about JR. That's it, Junior. He had been then popped the question about marrying her. So check this out. Let me share my screen again. Check this out right here.
Confession to make.
Okay.
When I came here, I was already engaged.
Try to put a clues box.
I just couldn't say nothing. I just couldn't say nothing.
Okay.
But it was 3 weeks.
You had engaged after 3 weeks?
We got engaged after 3 weeks.
Did it take him? How long? How quick was it?
3 weeks,
nigga. Oh, he proposed in 3 weeks?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I thought you said you was engaged in 3 weeks.
No,
he
proposed in 3 weeks. So what
Jesus
about
Christ.
him that you knew he was the one?
We were very like-minded. We are very like-minded. I don't know. I just
had that hook.
You know what? You know, he's different. You know, he's Anglo-Saxon, and so
What does that mean?
that's my first time. Like,
what does that mean? Help me.
white.
Oh, Dr.
Yeah.
Umar.
You know what?
Where's Dr. Umar when you need him?
But,
I'm taking back my.
Okay, it was quick.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I have a confession to make.
Okay.
Three weeks. Not 3 months, 3 weeks. Okay. I don't see her marrying that man, and I don't see Evelyn marrying her man either. Okay. But hold on one second because got some tea. So the baby mama done spoke out. Y'all know it was only gonna be a matter of time for the baby mama had something to say. Y'all knew it was only a time before the baby mama had something to say. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get to it. I'll show them. Did I screenshot this? I think I did, but let me just double check. I did. Okay. So Tamar put all of this stuff on her birthday because today is her birthday. So she put all this stuff about her birthday, right? So this is the baby mama speaking out. So she said, I have sat in silence for over a year, respecting everyone's privacy while they disrespect mine. I've sat in silence while this person has come into my son's life and caused nothing but chaos and unnecessary drama. While I will not speak on my son's other sibling, what type of relationship their father or this woman has with them, let me be clear for all who know me and uh, all who know them. This woman is in no way a bonus or stepmom to my son. So she's talking about Tamar. Uh, in no way a bonus or stepmom to my son. My son does not mean every everything to her, and he has not thanked God for me, and thankfully none of his baby mamas. Red flags, red flags, red flags. This is enough. This well, first of all, it's a red flag that y'all met in 3 weeks and then y'all was engaged. That's the first red flag. But this is also a red flag as well. But she goes on to say this. She says, um, she has said demeaning and disrespectful and outrageous things about how I have chosen to co parent with my son's father and the efforts I have made to keep him involved. She has no effort to meet me, get to know me as a woman or a mother, and has caused my son's father to miss visitation, weekends, and birthdays. I'm fine with people sharing their version of the story that they've created for themselves on social media and television. But what we will not continue to do is involve my son that I raised in someone else's shenanigans. Here's what Tamar said prior to her saying this. She said, "It's my birthday, but I have to post the one who puts this cheesy smile on my face." It took me a while to realize, listen, it took me a while to realize that this was wholesome. Traditional love is the kind that I wanted and needed. We have 6 children between the two of us, and they mean everything to me. So miss me with the he has 4 baby mamas. Thank God for them. We are blessed and drama free. Thank God for my best friend, life partner, and fiance. And then she tags him the happiest of birthdays to me. Uh, the happiest of birthdays to me ever my I don't know what she meant by that last part. Ever mine. I think she meant ever mine for forever mine, but that's not what she put. Anyway, that's Tamar going back and forth with the. I mean, that's the baby mama responding to Tamar. So again, at this particular point, what the girl is saying is what you cannot do is come in and say that you love my kids to pieces and you don't really know them. Listen, she the baby mama. I do think she honestly has a right to speak because if you've only known this man for 3 weeks, and like yo, T- Tamar, 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 we saw everything that you and Vince went through, and I'm not just gonna put it on Vince. I'm gonna put it on you too. We've seen everything that both of you have been through, and you choose to ride out like this. I can't rock with Tamar on this one. Can't rock with you, sis. Can't rock with you on this one. This is one of those situations where I feel like, again, you. I think you could have went with that post without mentioning kids. I'm just saying, you've only known this man for 3 weeks. I mean, you were engaged to this man for 3 weeks, or at 3 weeks, at the 3 week mark. It's a no for me. It's a no for me, and it's red flags. And if you get dragged into a whole bunch of drama, I think at this particular point you honestly deserve it. Cause why, 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 why? Just why? And they done broke up. They done got back together. They done broke up. They done got back together, and she need to go on and tell that confession. Okay. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Moving on to the next topic. I'm done with Tamar. Happy birthday though. Let's get it. Let's get it. Juan Dixon, y'all. Wonderland Dixon. Wonderla Dixon. Anyway, Juan Dixon's slammed by former UDC women's basketball student claims he brought concubines to away games and routinely made nasty and misogynistic remarks. Child, ooh. Well, let's get on into it. Let's get on into what the lady had to say. Listen, yes, if you all would like to bless the channel, you all do know that I will be out for a while due to a procedure. Our blessings are greatly appreciated. It is going back into the channel because although I'm out, I still will be bringing you guys content such as reviews. Although they will be pre-recorded, I'll be bringing you reviews and different stuff of that sort. We do only have two more weekly hot topic episodes uh for the rest of the month. So we end on the 31st of this month, and then we will come back after the procedure, and we're gonna come back in a new and different way, you know. Okay, so here we go. This is about Juan. Okay, so boom. Juan Dixon came to coach at UDC my junior year. From day one, he made it very clear that he did not want to coach women's basketball and that his goal was to get the men's side, to get on the men's side pronto. As far as coaches go, he was the worst coach. Hold on one second. I'm gonna make this big. Okay, here we go. He was the worst coach I had in any sport, not because he didn't know the game, but because he didn't know how to work with the players he had. He also brought a few of his concubines to away games. Um, one even rode on the team bus from the hotel to the gym. Bold, I'll say. Well, we ain't even got deep into this thing. My goodness, today. Woo-hoo. So she goes on to say, fast forward through a losing season with what I would consider a talented team that with bad leadership. During the off season, there was a altercation in my student apartment involving my then teammate. For legal purposes, we will call the former teammate Real, then the girlfriend B, and the ex-girlfriend Tony. I Let me tell you something, Renee. You better come on through. You better come on through with the not exposing the names. I know that's right. So she goes on to say Real was cheating on B with Tony. Tony decides to come by the apartment one day to see another friend, Dion. B just happens to be there with Tony when Tony gets in the room. Now, push comes to shove, literally. Next thing I know, there is a WWE SmackDown in my living room. Wigs was flying, bees was bleeding, and mace was sprayed. Well, let me just go ahead and say this, girl. That kind of sound like one of them. That sound like a squabble baby. Squabble baby. Squabble, squabble, squabble baby. Squabble baby. Okay. So she goes on to say, now I like to mind my MF and business. But apparently, then teammate Real was upset with me for not helping her while she was getting her beat. Now, Real went to Juan about the fight, and this MF kicked me off the team. Okay, so do you guys see where this is dangerous? Do you guys see where this is dangerous? So she said again, Real went to Juan about the fight, and this MF kicked her off of the team. Mind you, I'm on scholarship, about to go into my senior year, and this MF kicks me off the team because Real was cheating, got caught, and caught a beat down for it. So effed up. So then she goes on to say, anyway, we got we got we got in the argument because that's some BS. Somewhere in somewhere in me getting fired on my day off, he mentions again, see, this is why I didn't want to coach women's basketball, ugh, dealing with this. She goes on to say 2 weeks later he quit and started the coaching job at Coppin. Now, how you gonna kick me off knowing you leaving anyway? Woo, it felt so good to tell my story. In conclusion, F you Juan Dixon. F you real scary AB. Haha, that's why you and your girl B got y'all beat. She goes on to say, oh, the athletic director apologized a year later for the way that everything was handled. And they gave me a senior night, even though I didn't play. It's still F for all of them. Okay. So she said that thread was only a small part. I left out a lot of nasty, narcissistic, and misogynistic stuff Juan said on the daily. Let me make sure my copping friends is cool with me spilling their tea too. So she goes on to say, I've never been on this side of Twitter where I could tweet something that happened in my real life and that is relevant to current news, and people will try to make you feel crazy for even mentioning it. I left off, I left I left of so much. I think she said she left off so much more damaging details. And I have other former players in my DMs. Robin Dixon's six fans have found my thread and they mad at me. So the crazy thing is I don't know where all these Robin fans came from. It is crazy. If you are not on Twitter to actually see the crazy fans, child, I'm telling you, they crazy. They are crazy. What's going on, Nicole? What's going on, Nathaniel? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, listen, this comes with the whole mess of Juan Dixon being fired from Coppin State. Giselle was in an interview, and y'all know I really don't care for that gutter snipe, but she was in an interview, and when she was in the interview, she stated that, oh, well, Juan is gonna be good because he's a good coach, and college coaches, they lose games and stuff, and so um um with that being said, um, he's gonna be fine. Girl, it wasn't about him losing games. That's not the whole spectrum of why he was fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this type of stuff right here, we cannot ignore, nor can we play with. So you six Robin fans, okay, stands, you six Robin stands, okay. Let this girl tell her story because at the end of the day, the truth is truth, and what you need to be concerned about is emailing your friend and uh that is Robin and getting on that Patreon so she have another source of income just in case she don't comes back to the Real Housewives of Potomac. I won't know. Listen, Juan is foul for not reporting what those young college students were going through. And that's just facts. He's filed for not reporting it. And if that's why you solely lost your job, cool. I'm glad. Okay. And I said what I said. And also too, it's gonna be hard for him to get jobs elsewhere. But we're not gonna play and we're not gonna play in these victims' face. And that goes to for Robin too. Just saying, just saying that absolutely goes for Robin as well. Okay. Period. All right. Listen, listen, listen. I got the Cash App and the Venmo scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Thank you if you have blessed the channel. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're gonna move over to our next topic. Let me throw this thumbnail back here so I can remind myself. Okay, so we talked about Slim Thug, we talked about T-Boz, we talked about Tamar, we talked about Juan Dixon. Now let's get into this alleged tea about Monique Child. Now I have to be completely honest. I don't watch Love After Lockup. I don't. I don't watch Love After Lockup. Nor do I know if this alleged tea is actually true. Okay. I don't know if this tea is true. It made the blogs though. So what I'm going to do is put this up here really quick um so that we can hear it. Now you guys know that Monique and her sisters fought Derek and his sisters. Now From what I understand, Derek has a transgender sister. From what I understand, and that's the one that's breaking the news that she was apparently let go. Now, do I agree with a transgender men fighting women? I do not agree with that. I do not. However, however, you also have to remember too, if you're gonna keep that smoke, keep that same smoke and that same energy no matter what, is all I gotta say. If you're gonna be on that side of the spectrum, keep that same energy. Keep it. Because at the end of the day, listen, they fought, it was in slow motion, but that's what that was. And I really just think it was for TV. But let's look at this right here. Okay, this is coming from on site.
The show is over because Derek and Monique keep fighting. Derek keep putting his hands on Monique, so they don't want to record with them no more. That's why we're not recording no more. And plus, Derek and them are not going to allow me to get on there because they don't want me to steal the show or whatever. But we're not recording because Derek keep putting his hands on Monique. I love you, Sue. That's why they're not recording.
So listen. We have heard Derek and Monique do interviews, and they don't keep a lot of the stuff that they deal with as secrets. They don't. They do not at all. However, what I will say in regards to this is you over here talking about you don't they didn't want you to steal the show. I mean, what do you have? What connection do you have other than being Derek's sister? And then you on here literally saying that your own is putting his hands on Monique. Let me tell y'all something. Again, I don't watch this mess. I don't I don't watch none of this mess. But when I saw this, I thought, Monique and Derek, no matter what they deal with, they are fan favorites. And what they are doing right now is eating on the fact that they have gained a lot of popularity based off of this particular show. I've seen them do interviews. They've done interviews with Angela Yee, Carlos King, and the other people. They've done a lot of morning shows, different stuff like that. So they're literally doing this. She also posted to her Instagram, baby, that that they both are accepting bookings and stuff. So again, at this particular point, domestic DV, I don't really play about at all. I don't play about it, and y'all know why I don't play about it. I've lost two sisters to that. So it's not something to play with. So if he is actually out here doing that, it ain't cool, it ain't right, and he need to do the right thing. And that's just on period. And that message is for Derek. Okay. That message is for Derek. However, for your sister to literally get on here and attempt to blast both of y'all because she can't get back on the show no more is a problem for me. Because if you're gonna spill it, spill the real facts. And the real facts is the fact that you can't be on the show no more, not them. Okay, so this is the reason why I questioned it. Monique, is she fired? Is her and Derek really fired? Again, I don't know this if this is true. This is alleged information, which is the very reason why I put question marks next to it, because I don't know. But this clip right here says a lot. This clip says a lot. Even in this clip, it's being said like Derek putting his hands on her is a big joke. I agree. I agree with you. It is saying he is saying it. Was she? I don't know. You saying it like it's a joke, and it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And listen, I don't know who was who in that fight. We seen that fight. And like I said, I don't know who is who. I know who he was. He was sitting in the car. He got out of the car and ran up on the sister because it's on Monique's sister. Now, y'all can say what y'all want to. The issue I have with Derek, and since we own it, let's go ahead and talk about it. Derek got him a few licks in, and I ain't cool with that. I am not cool with that. Derek put his hands on another lady. Like, so you guys think Derek and his sister think that they could just put their hand literally in that fight, y'all. We saw it. Do I gotta pull the fight up? Bro was literally hitting and getting some licks in on those women. That's a problem, bro. That is a problem. If anything, that shows exactly like it's ghetto. It's ghetto. It's ghetto. I don't care about it being the biggest series on WeTV. It could be the biggest series. It could be the smallest series. But we not about to play. That man got him some licks in on them women, and that is not cool. Regardless of what show you on, putting your hands on women is not what this is. And this is one of the reasons why I have a problem with people putting allegations or things of some sort on people if we haven't seen it documented or we haven't seen it with our own eyes. In that particular fight, we saw it. We saw it. We saw it. So it ain't cool. It ain't cool. Again, I don't watch this mess because that's what it is. It's mess to me. They just like Zeus Network, if you ask me. They over here condoning the fighting and stuff like that because there should have been something done or said to him in the moment when he literally put his hands on them women. And that's just on period. I don't like no punk that do that. We don't do that. Thank you, Miss Joyce, for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, it could be the biggest, it could be the biggest show on Bravo for all I care. We're not putting our hands on women. That ain't what this is. You don't get you some licks in because you feel some type of way about Monique's family. That ain't what this is about. So I just I can't. So that's that on Monique. Again, I don't know if she's fired or not, but I just find it weird that the brother is on here speaking. I mean, the sister is on here speaking um on Derek. It's weird. It's weird. But anyway, that's that on that, child. That's that on that. That's that on that. So far we've discussed Monique, we've discussed Tamar, we've discussed T-Boz, we've discussed Slim Thug, we've discussed Juan Dixon. So let's move over to Ricky Smiley. Okay. So, and I'm not gonna spend too much time on Ricky Smiley. I think what he did was absolutely dope. So in case if you guys don't know, Ricky Smiley lost his son a couple months ago, and Ricky Smiley believes that he lost his son due to, OD. Okay. And with that being said, he's doing interviews, and I'm so glad that he's doing interviews because in these interviews, he's literally talking about what it's like to make it. And, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who unfortunately pass away with these types of things, and families are left with taking care of certain things, doing certain things. So I want to salute him because again, it takes someone big to literally get up on the platform, and we already know who Ricky Smiley is, but it's something to literally get on a platform and be able to use that platform to tell your story. And I think it is extremely dope. It is extremely dope, and I salute him for it. I salute him for it because it can't be easy. Can't be easy. One, you got to deal with people being judgmental. Two, you got to deal with people, saying and doing any kind of and everything. But this man has not stopped telling his story. So shout out to Ricky Smiley, definitely praying for Ricky Smiley. But he did make an appearance on Tamar Hall show on Monday, and we did listen to that. Go check that live out. We did listen to it. We listened to about the whole 20 minutes of the actual interview. So go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. Okay. All right, let's move over to Blac Chyna. Girl. Okay. So here's what I gotta say about Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna is removing her fillers. She's removing all of the stuff that she has put in her body over the last few years, child. Um, and listen, I salute someone who is actually doing that type of stuff and able to hold on one second, child. And able to walk the people through exactly what you were doing to better yourself. Okay, so I'm not at all going to fault her or doubt her for any of that. Okay. However, here is the post. Okay, so it says that Blac Chyna takes us through the process of removing her face fillers and different stuff like that. She says that she's ready to get back to Angela, that Blac Chyna is in the past, right? And we're literally praying for her. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but Tokyo Tony Black Mouth, y'all, I'm gonna eat that lady up because I don't like her. There's not a single bone in my body that likes that lady. Tokyo Tony Dog Mouth just a few weeks ago got on here when she showed up. What award show did she show up to? Was it the Grammys where she had on that all black? And she did look a little, on the side of, that, yeah. But anyway, so Tokyo Tony decides to go on live, and anybody associated with the likes of what Jaguar Wright had been doing, I'm side-eyeing you too. So Tokyo Tony is one that I ain't never seen it for. So she's literally on live doing all this crying, this ugly cry. Oh God, please save my daughter. I don't want her to have no surgeries no more. Please, 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 please. I don't want my daughter to have these surgeries no more. Please. That's what she was doing.
Blac Chyna,
Look
this
at this
is so
mess.
sweet. You're taking your butt shots out your face. Bitch. What? Who you? Really? Oh, we so proud of her to do that. Y'all some clowns. Blac Chyna, this is so sweet. You're taking your butt shots out your face.
Y'all, I couldn't have this woman as no mama. I couldn't. I could not. I'm sorry. Now, my mother has some narcissistic ways, but you the same clown who was literally online crying about your daughter needing to get her life saved and needing to stop all the surgeries and all the fillers, and then you on here because the people are rooting Blac Chyna on and you can't stand to see it. That's the issue. You can't stand to see anyone rooting your daughter on because you the one still struggling. You the one ain't you need to be checked in the same hospital Jag can't get out of. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. I don't see it for this lady, and I be wanting this lady to literally go toe to toe with somebody from the Let God Be True community. Okay, she can't do it. Everything she do, she always recorded. It's always a video. It's always commentary. But she ain't gonna never go toe to toe with somebody who gonna eat her up. Starting with that black dog mouth she got. With that black dog mouth she got. She need to be right there, laying right next to Jaguar, right? You can free all you want to. She need to be laying right there next to her. Period. Yeah, please take a shower. Make sure you run some stuff through your mouth. She got the nastiest looking mouth. Ugh. God. This lady right here is nothing but trouble. I don't see it for this lady. Let me go to her hashtag and see if that video of this of her crying and going on. Was this it?
Yo, I'm saying right now, Chyna, you are done out here. They gonna get you. They gonna get you next. Don't say I didn't say it. I'm prepared for it. I really am.
Prepare for it.
They're gonna tear her down. They're gonna put her
No,
on
dog
drugs.
mouth. She got a dog mouth.
She don't speak up for herself. She don't do shit. She sit in that house like a fucking hermit. I'm just done with it. I'm definitely afraid of her. I swear to God, she would sacrifice me for more. What is she doing at the Grammys? For what? You ain't did shit. I can't complete nothing with a weak ass nigga. Young, I'm saying, when Illuminati come for Angela, because they gonna come. They gonna come.
They come for Angela. They go come.
I don't ever
They go
want to
come.
go around my daughter again.
I cannot.
Not alone. Not without 2 pistols and a pit bull. I feel marked for death with her because they do these things so they can get up. Oh, my mama died. Bitch, never. Only when the Lord ready. And I got things to do out here. When the
Child, let me just say again, girl, you can't. She's very much so delusional, crazy, all of the above. But when you do those types of drugs, that's what happens. You know, that's just what happened. And I don't see it for Black Math Tokyo Tony. Okay, period. All right, let's move on, child. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so our next story, I didn't get a chance to put this on the thumbnail, but I do want to speak on this. And I probably am going to go a little bit deeper in there, maybe in a later video. But I don't know if you guys saw that there were 7 Virginia deputies charged with the unaliving um, and death of a Black man. Okay, now basically what they did was they brutally beat this man, and surveillance cameras show that they did this, and so all of them have been charged. um all of them have been charged in regards to this. And listen, keep y'all, why y'all got to do that? Why y'all got to do that? And I really hope and pray that there are more situations that we get to see where they do stuff like this, so more people can be charged, more guards can be charged, more people who work in these facilities that literally do stuff like this. Look, I don't know what the man was in there for, I don't know, but at the end of the day, y'all brutally beat this man. And to me, it's just that wasn't it. That's not what we're doing. It's not what we're doing. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do a deeper in-depth video on this because I do want to show you guys the video so that you guys know exactly what's going on. But yeah. So here we go. All right, so I know a lot of y'all go up for Jonathan. A lot of y'all go up for Jonathan, right? Okay. Y'all don't know who Jonathan is. You know, he's in the reality TV realm. He was on what's it called? The whatever them shows is. But anyway, they were saying yesterday that his hair truck had got hit by an 18-wheeler child, and he refused medical attention. But in this actual thing, it says update at the wireless show spoke with the sheriff's department and confirmed that the victim was Jonathan and that he was treated at the scene and glad that he's okay. That's what they said. But anyway, he was hit by an 18-wheeler. Uh, and his hair truck was hit by an 18-wheeler. I guess he was traveling um, in regards to this. Then a lot of them are saying that he must have warrants. He must have, he must be in trouble because he refused medical attention. He refused medical attention. So I thought that was something. I did. I thought that was something. My son's friend is in jail, had been beaten severely in county jail, and his mom is on their necks, and she needs to stay on their necks. Stay on their necks, because I think that stuff is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Stay on their necks. Now, you know, There are some people that we probably feel like are in there that actually deserve a good stomping on the neck, but listen, you can't do that and expect to get away with it, especially if it's recorded and people get to see that. Okay. All right, so that was that. Let's move over to I want to talk about Rasheem Carter. Okay, I want to talk about Rasheem Carter. Um, y'all probably gonna be sick of me, and that's okay. That is okay. Justice has to be served for this young man. This was the young man that his body was cut and placed in different places by the white
From the
people.
chanting
Justice for Rasheem Carter.
to these signs,
Justice for Rasheem Carter.
it's clear that family members and friends want someone to be held accountable for the death of 25-year-old Rasheem Carter.
This was not a natural death. This represents a young man who was killed.
Well-known civil rights attorney Ben Crump gives the gruesome details on how the Jefferson County man was found.
His head was severed from his body. His vertebrae, his spinal cord, was in another spot they discovered away from his severed head. They have recently found remains that they believe are also Rasheem Carter.
Carter was last seen outside a Super 8 hotel at the beginning of October in Laurel, which is half an hour from where he had been contracted to work in Taylorsville at Georgia Pacific. Remains believed to be his were found on November 2nd. Those close to Carter say he was being threatened by people he knew.
He was dutifully and gainfully employed, just trying to make a living for his young child, and ends up dead, chased by what we believe to be white supremacists, a lynch mob.
In fact, Carter's mother, Tiffany Carter, says he even let her know about it during one of his last text messages to her right before he went missing.
He said, me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, mama. His name, which I can't say at this time, but if anything happened to me, he's responsible for it. I'm too smart, mama. He got these guys wanting to kill me.
But they say what's even more alarming is the fact that someone attempted to use Carter's credit card even after it was determined that he was dead.
And we believe that is a big clue. Think about it. The person who had his credit card is likely to have encountered him while he was alive. And it shouldn't have to be this difficult for this brokenhearted mother
I want Ben
to get answers.
Talk. Anyway.
Thanks for watching.
So I'm glad that Rasheem Carter's case is actually getting this type of attention. One thing about it, I have been discussing this case since November of last year. I've been discussing this case of November of last year. Okay. I saw, and actually somebody liked the original tweet and how I found out about this. There was this young lady who stated that she was his cousin on Twitter. And she was explaining the situation. And I said, well, there's no one actually talking about this case. I would love to learn more about this. And so I did my own research and I was able to dig up some things. And I broke the story back in November. Like no one was talking about it. Even at the particular time, we were talking about Shanquella, and me and Gerald had a conversation, and he was able to speak to Miss Tiffany as well. And he was able to put out an article in regards to it. However, again, when you would Google Rasheem Carter's name, my video was the first video to pop up. And so was, there was a article from, I guess I think it was like if I'm not mistaken, like a Black organization that has like a newsletter, and they had actually written up the article in regards to it. Now, you guys just heard them say that somebody tried to take some money out of Rasheem's account. Now, the crazy thing about it is, well, they say that he used the card. Now, from the very original story that I heard, I actually heard that they went to the ATM and took out $500. And when they tried to call to get the ATM footage, I guess it restarts after 30 days or something of some sort like that, and they couldn't do it. So again, I am so glad that this is gaining national attention. I actually seen Nancy Grace's interview in regards to this. I am definitely going to be checking that out and doing my commentary on it. Because again, I feel like this needs to get out. I don't care if y'all sick of it. Put yourself in these shoes. Put yourself in his mom's shoes. How would you feel? You will be trying to get justice for your child. So again, I know we're gonna keep on hearing it, but justice for Rasheem Carter. Justice for Rasheem Carter. But I did not want to do this live without doing it. Okay. So again, I'm glad that it is seeing more attention. All right, so we have discussed pretty much almost everybody, almost. So we discussed Rasheem Carter, we've discussed T-Boz, we discussed Ricky Smiley, we discussed Juan Dixon, we discussed Slim Thug, we discussed Monique, we discussed Tamar, we discussed Blac Chyna. Okay, so now we only have two more people left, and that is Latasha Scott and this Reverend up here. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. So you guys know that we have been watching the Queens of Bravo, and that there is a sneak peek that we are literally, uh, I think the internet is going up on. Okay, now in this sneak peek, you guys know that SWV and Escape was asked to come together to go on tour together, and in this particular instance, and what's going on in this sneak peek, Candy and Candy is suggesting that they headline and then SWV be a guest. Okay. And when that happened, you may have to go back and rewind, Miss Gloria. No shade or nothing like that, but you may have to rewind to check that out. What's going on, sis? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? Um, so basically Candy is saying in this sneak peek, like, hey, uh we would like the headline and then y'all kind of like be the guest. And you can tell after you watch the sneak peek, y'all know I don't play with Bravo. I can't play the sneak peek, but when you see it, you actually see SWV like, wait a minute, what's going on? And I again think it's only fair if both of you guys were getting ready to go on tour together. It's only fair for you guys to both co-headline. I can't rock with Candy's opinion, and I can't rock with Candy's fans that's out here trying to validate her point. I don't really think it could be validated. Maybe we got to watch the full episode, but it can't just be validated based off of what we've actually seen. I think that both of these groups deserve to co-headline a tour. I don't really think that the tour ends up happening. However, both of them should be co-headliners for the tour, and I think that that's only right. SWV has sold millions of records, and then you got Escape over here who has sold millions of records as well. Um, but again, I think it was a slap into SWV's face as like, hey, what's this about? Like, what is this about? So I found that to be very interesting. What's going on, thick girl? What's going on, sis? What's going on? What's going on? Did anybody else come in? Wait a minute. That poor child was decapitated and nowhere rule. Yeah, child, it was crazy. I showed that picture yesterday where saw her in real motion, Rasheem Carter actually running from someone. But with this being said, I was just again, I just feel like the fair thing to do would have been a co-headline. And that's why I said maybe we just gotta watch the full episode to figure out what's going on. But we do see SWV getting activated. See them getting activated. So it was a slap into their face for sure. Um, and then her go Don Juan, and he deserved every bit of dragging that he got yesterday. So he posts an old photo of, hold on one second, I'll pull it up for y'all. Actually, I think he deleted it if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go look real quick. Hold on. He probably deleted because he was getting. When I say he was getting ate up, Don Juan was getting ate up. Okay, Kenny can't save you from this one. Well, I just put Don Juan's name in Twitter, baby. Why did it say he got like 1,000 and something tweets about him? Okay, let me see. I think he deleted it if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, media. Yep, he deleted it. He deleted it. But anyway, it was an old flyer that had escape up at the top. And then I can't remember who was before SWV, but then when you got down to the bottom, it said SWV as a special guest. But this is a different type of situation. This was Escape's tour. So you can bring on anybody as a guest that you choose to bring on. But then when you start talking about us going on tour together, and we're talking about two groups such as SWV and Escape, what it should be is we should co-headline this thing and then invite other people in to do the other stuff. Like, you know, that's just simple. It's just real simple. So again, I'm sorry, but Don Juan deserved to be ate up because you should have set this one out. You should have set this one out. You know, y'all always want to come and be in the women's business, but you really honestly should have set this one out because that's not the same thing. And it again is disrespectful to SWV. Um, it's very disrespectful to SWV, in my opinion. It's disrespectful. And so the fans are activated. Then Tiny goes on to say, well, they may have more records than we do, but as far as like a fan base, me and Candy been on reality TV, so we got millions and millions of followers. So what? What does that mean? That doesn't have anything to do with us talking about music. Reality TV and music is two totally different things, Tiny. So that didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. Okay. But I just thought that I would bring that sneak peek up, child. But we are enjoying the show. We are most definitely enjoying the show. And so I'm really excited about it. We got what 4 more episodes left. So I'm excited about it, especially since the versus was a success. Exactly, because both groups not just escape. Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree. Tiny was loud and wrong because so was SWV. Absolutely. SWV has actually had more than one reality show. They had one reality show together. And then, if I'm not mistaken, who was the other show with? Um, they've been in a reality show with somebody else. Who was it? Somebody help me. Or am I wrong? I don't think I am though. So SWV has been in reality TV several times before. Help me with that because I think I may be wrong. Thank you, Aunt Natty, for the cash app. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You go, see? There you go. So again, Tiny girl, you could have left that where it was at. You could have left that where it was at. Okay, so you guys know. First of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to my good sis here, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Y'all, she made it. She made the blogs, honey. She made the blogs. She made the blog. She had made the blogs. I don't know why I'm skipping and doing all this stuff, but anyway, she has made the blogs, y'all. So you guys know how we are feeling with when it comes to Latasha. I think everyone pretty much has the same sentiments around what's going on with Latasha. Everybody is feeling some type of way about it. And I think it's very, very noticeable. Okay. And in my humble opinion, I don't think Latasha should have done this show. I think she should have set this out, but I know why she's doing the show. She's doing the show so that she can get the publicity for her album. And y'all can say what y'all want to, but I honestly think that Natasha is riding on the wave of seeing where exactly this album is going to go before she actually leaves the group or decides to come back. Oh, child. Now my head looking crooked. Y'all won't go even tell me. Y'all won't go even tell me. There's a lot of ego in Escape. Absolutely. I'm mad because they are of my generation and act like these new kids are fighting, and now I won't get to see them in one pop-up. Gotta pay. Yeah, yeah, you do. And the crazy thing is I was hoping again that they could get to that place of being able to work it out, but it doesn't sound like that they have all went on tour now. And unless they wait until after the show is over and maybe they come up with something like that, I don't really see that happening, but I could be wrong. Maybe they wait until the show is over before they decide to do something. Because I did hear Coco kind of talking in code. I did hear Coco talking in code when she was live the other day. She stated that they hadn't done anything, kind of, sort of. She was kind of stating that. But it does seem like, maybe something could possibly happen. But I think if they go this route, it's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Sorry, y'all. Just this mic. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it don't seem like it's gonna happen. SWV and In Vogue are both about their business, and that is absolutely true. Because we've seen literally while they were sitting there arguing, while they were literally sitting there arguing. At the first one, when Latasha said, "Well, I don't feel it. I don't really feel it. I don't really feel it." Escape had a show in Africa, baby. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. On period. Okay. Um. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But yeah, so I thought that was something. I was like, oh my. Latasha looks sad, like she's out of reality, and seeing Rocky whisper in her ear. She has no facial expression, and I'm curious. Well, she really just that's her personality. She don't really seem to have too many facial expressions or expressions because she didn't have expressions when Tamika called her a thief, not a stealer, but a thief. Everyone except Michelle ATL and Brown, she's defending Tasha like what she hates Candy so much that she's trying to interview Tasha so her side can get out because everybody knows it was Candy. You know what? Thank you for that comment, Andre. I think WeTV is interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I want to move on. We didn't talk about them. We're gonna be talking about them more this weekend when the show come on Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Now let's talk about this cussing preacher or whatever. Child. So earlier this week, I showed you guys this video, and I'm gonna show it to you again. This young lady decides to shout out to Larry Reed for this video. Um, but this is a cussing somebody. This is a cussing somebody. Um, so let's take a listen. 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 Is this the first full video? Oh, you know what? Let me pull up the full video, y'all, because I showed y'all the video the other day, which was not the full thing. But hold on 1 second. Let me show y'all the full video. Let's see. Now make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, please. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And hold on 1 second. Let me put her name in here. Because when I saw the full clip, well, the full clip was about, I'd say, around around 2 minutes. Hold on 1 second. Is this it? No. Is this it? No, but this is who posted it. Hold on 1 second. Videos. Here we go, right here. Getting it pulled up, man. Listen, y'all. I don't want to make this a situation where we talking about another content creator. I get it. I totally get it, but let's try to refrain from doing that. Especially if we're gonna name them. That's all I'm saying. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. I'm getting ready to pull this up. And when I tell you, honey, I was like, girl, what? Okay, here we go. Shout out to Cocktails with Catrice. I hope I said that right, but here it goes.
Jamilah's husband. Point to the camera, say,
That's the husband right there, to be clear. That is the husband right there.
Is Jamilah's husband. Thank you. Now back to what I was trying to say. I know I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm gonna whoop her ass. Oh yeah, I know y'all ain't gonna like me. I'm sorry, Joint College the Bishop. Oh, I got eyes on her. I got eyes on you,
Let me tell you
baby.
something.
When I see you, I promise you, I'm gonna make Larry Reid again. And this time, it's because you got God. I ain't for everybody, but I'm for somebody. So I did some research on her. And she had a child that died. I said, I wonder why. The Bible said, be angry.
Yo. This is where I felt like she went extremely too far. You ain't have to bring up the death of that lady that you said. And let's be clear. Let's be clear. She stated that the reason why she had something for this lady is because this prophetess had a word for her husband. She then stated that she didn't have a word for her husband. She has a word for both of them, is what she said. That was it. Then you get up in the pulpit and to us, you say, you getting ready to cuss this lady out. You getting ready to beat her down. Okay. I mean, it sounds stupid. But then she goes on to say that she wonders why the woman's daughter died. And I think the lady's name is Natasha. Hold on. It's Natasha something. And so she said that she wondered why the lady's daughter died. Okay. We finna get ready to listen to the rest of this. But you better watch your mouth, lady. You better watch your mouth. See, I don't like when people sit up and try to make excuses and try to say, "Oh, she walking with God. She walking with God." Oh. And then here she go with this old preaching voice. Well, the Bible says, girl, I don't want to listen to nothing you got to say about the Bible or any one of your prophets. She is a pastor, child. She is a pastor. She's a first lady and she is a pastor. And this is her church. I did find out that this was her church. And listen, again, you can say and do as you please in your own house. But for me, no, you good, Nathaniel. You good. You good. I just try to refrain from that because I don't be wanting no mess. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But again, it's like, girl, what is this? What is this? So let's finish watching.
Be angry, but do not sin. And the reason why I ain't back in prison is because I said I'm gonna leave this to God. But it also said, leave a little. They ain't reading their scripture. Y'all didn't know. It said,
I want this lady to literally get somewhere and sit down because the first thing I'd like to say is I hope Natasha is I hope Natasha got some street in her. Because if I was Natasha, I'd be waiting on you at your car. That's on That's on period. You bring up my deceased child. My deceased child ain't got nothing to do with this. And even if the woman was trying to mess with your husband, why did you need to address this in the pulpit? Say what you want to. Oh, it's a bunch of hypocrites out here. Hypocritical where though? Where? Nobody is literally walking up in a church disrespecting God's house like this. Like, yo, you being from Brooklyn don't mean nothing. I'm from West Texas, so what's T? What's T? What do that mean? What do that mean? I'm from Texas, so what's up? What's up? Not too long ago, she was talking about closing down a church. Like y'all pathetic. She's pathetic, and the name of the church is Unity, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Leave a little, right? That means you handle that, and I'll take care of this. I'm in the book. Yeah, I'm in the book. The Bible said that Jesus was a great teacher, the healer, but he turned over tables. So I'm in the book.
Yo, this is why do y'all try to justify this type of stuff? Literally, y'all try to walk through the Bible justifying what you do, but let somebody as a member do this in your church. You're gonna be so ready to sit them down, so ready to kick them out of the ministry, and all kind of stuff. This type of stuff really irritates me, and it boils my blood because I don't see it for any of these folks. I don't. And I don't see it for nobody who continues to literally make excuses consistently for stuff like this. Exactly. Misrepresenting scripture. Because that's not what that means. It's not what it means. Oh, y'all, she human. She human. But what woman of God, if you are portraying to be a woman of God, what woman of God is going to bring something like this to the pulpit? For what? For what? I'm sure you already talked to the lady. So what did you need to, again, bring this to the pulpit for? This woman is out of order. She's out of order. She's completely out of order. And that just is what that is. She is out of order. And it just shocks and surprises me that all of these people who are deep in the church like that, they find excuses, find scriptures to justify what they're doing. But the moment that a member does it, the moment that somebody else does it, the moment Sister Johnson's son do it, y'all condemning him. But why? Why? I really get really tired, and I say this all the time, y'all. I say this every last time. There are too many hurt souls, too many lost souls to literally use an opportunity like this to say you're going to beat somebody's A and all of that kind of stuff when you literally had the opportunity to minister to the people who were hurting in your congregation. And that's just on period. Y'all got to stop justifying this. Same with that Tiffany lady. Stop justifying what you do because it's wrong. It is absolutely wrong. And to think, these the type of people, and she is the type of person. Well, listen, I've looked at some of her old videos. She done cussed out members before for not, I guess, for using the pastor or something like that. Somebody reached out, asked for some assistance, and she turned the assist. She decided not to assist this particular person. This was a tithe-paying member that she decided not to assist. So the lady decided to take to the internet and talk about the situation. She comes back on the internet cussing the person out again. This woman, I don't know who is under her leadership, but I would never be able to be under your leadership because you as the leader, you come outside and you did all of that you thought you was doing in the pulpit. I'd have something waiting on you when you got ready to come on outside. What's T? You bad. You're a Brooklyn chick. That's what you said. You're a Brooklyn chick. So what's up? What's up? Square up. Square up, sis. Like, yo, are you serious? Again, a missed opportunity to reach God's people. A missed opportunity. That's a lot of times why I just I can't do it no more. I can't. Y'all are looking at a bona fide church boy. But I can't do it no more because it's stuff like this, and it's people and leaders out here that is justifying what she has said and done. And I can't be under your leadership. Baby, she'd get the best baby. She would get a Brooklyn 2x4 whooping, okay? Listen, again, I'm from Texas, so I don't know what that means that you're a Brooklyn chick. Brooklyn chicks can get whooped too. And I'm telling y'all something. Natasha is smart. Natasha ain't said a word. Natasha ain't said a mumbling word. I would never address the woman. I wouldn't if I was Natasha. No, let's talk 2x4s now. That's what we finna talk. You so bad, let's talk 2x4s. Girl, don't play. Mm-mm. Y'all, quick thing here really quick. This Zen water, you can order it offline, or you can most definitely. I don't have my link yet, y'all. I don't have my link yet, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. But get y'all some Zen water. They have them at your CVS, your Walgreens. Look it up first, though. Look it up first and see where they have it near you. This is alkaline water. It is so smooth and soothing going down. And because we need water to survive, make sure you get you some Zen water, okay? Right? She should be removed. Yeah, that my thing is these people in church, literally, these leaders, they want to sit the congregation down for going to the club or doing. I mean, it's always something. But y'all try to use scripture to justify what you're doing and saying, and that ain't right. That ain't right. It's not right. It's not right, and that's why there is so many people that don't attend church. For this very reason right here, what she's doing is the very reason why people do not attend church. And then on top of that, you had the Cora, who also came in and shifted the dynamic of the church. So again, we had a particular point where we gotta fix this. Exactly. Talk to your husband. He over there grinning and carrying on. It sounded like he was okay with whatever the woman had for him. Sound like it looked like he was okay with it. I'm just saying. The word was to get rid of her. Period. They ain't no better than the white slave owners that use the Bible to keep people enslaved. It's the exact same thing, and that's facts. That is facts. Listen, y'all. Listen. If y'all would like to bless the channel, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Okay, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But a free way that you can support, um, a free way that you can support, uh, is by liking the video. By liking the video. Please, please like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Mm, mm. Okay. Let's see. If you haven't hit that like button, show some love and make a donation. Period. Let them know, Kristen. Let them know. Let them know who going to her church. Well, she got some members, Yvette. She got some members, and it's sad. It's sad. It is so sad. It's sad and pathetic. At the end of the day, like I've never been able to clock why people do this and why they choose to do this to hurting people. When people you never know what place people are in when they step foot into that church. So what are you supposed to do, right? When we walk in the church, who are we first greeted by? Who are we first greeted by? We're greeted by the ushers, right? We greeted by the ushers. The ushers guide us to our seat. We sit down. We sit down whether we are comfortable in that particular spot or not. And when we sit there, we could literally be going through something And honestly, you could literally be getting ready to, at an instant, take your life. But you choose on a good Sunday morning when you need to be ministering to hurting people, you choose to do this. You can't make this right. You can't justify this. And listen, I rock with a lot of people. I rock with a lot of people. I do. But I can't rock with this situation and us justifying it. I can't rock with that. Unfortunately, I just can't. It ain't right. It's not right. It's not right. Um, Jesus said, I don't know that lady. Period. As Natasha should stay quiet and let the first lady be a fool all by herself. Absolutely, Moon Radiant. Hey, Moon Radiant. The Lord will definitely take care of that so-called first lady. You are absolutely right. You're right. My sister loves Zen water. This Zen water is everything. This Zen water is everything. And I know if you have like a Circle K near you as well, some places have Circle K, some don't, but they also have it at Circle K. Um, Fix it, Jesus. That's what Phaedra said, shaking my head. Yeah, it's sad and it's pathetic. And again, like again, it's too many hurting people right now. Ooh, sorry, y'all. That was painful. In 2022, I'm sorry, in 2023, it's too many hurting people to literally get up and make a fool out of yourself. It's foolish. It is absolutely foolish. Don't be a fool. Because that's what you showing. You showing your foolish ways. I promise y'all go look this lady up on YouTube. Let me put her name in the comment section. Y'all look this lady up on YouTube. She is a mess. She is a plum mess. Okay. Um, hold on. Let me put this is her name. It's in the comment section. And what's crazy about it is this ain't her first time doing this, though. It's not. It's not. It is not her first time doing this. Just 4 months ago, she was out here cussing the folks out. She stayed doing this. Now, I will have to be completely honest with y'all. I did see, shout out to King Jobs. King Jobs and Larry Reed, they more focused on the church and things that are going on in the church. Well, he actually did a live video with this woman's ex-husband. So I'm most definitely gonna have to go check that thing out because I really want to know what the tea is and what's up. Like, what's up? What we doing? What is we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Um, yeah, I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So, guys, that's pretty much our show. No, it's not. I got something else I want to talk about real quick. Okay, back to the escape drama really quick. So Tamika did go live. Tamika did go live to do her recap and review on the second episode. And so we did hear about this a couple months ago. We have always heard about this, but it did come back up a couple months ago when they were at the Soul Train Music Awards, when Escape was at the Soul Train Music Awards. Well, listen, Tamika revealed in her video, again, it has been a rumor that we have always heard, but it was good to hear her confirm. Um, she stated that on R&B Divas Atlanta, I think it was the second season that Tasha was on, and that allegedly on set, I think, what's her name? Nikki Gilbert. Nikki Gilbert's husband, Rocky, Latasha's husband, pulled a pow pow on Nikki Gilbert's husband. Okay. And they also said that he did it to one of the promoters as well. And y'all remember how they were going back and forth because Tasha was saying that, oh, you disrespected our mama. And I think if this is the thing, that's not disrespectful. Tamika was not disrespectful to y'all mama. Y'all mama's been disrespectful to y'all. And I'm just saying, just keeping it a book. But she did reveal that in the actual video. So if you haven't visited her channel, head over to I think it's the real Tamika Scott, if I'm not mistaken. So head over there and and check that video out. Check that video out, okay? Um, oh well, excuse me. I don't care nothing about that, really. Um, but yes, please go check that out. Please go check that out. Well, listen, y'all, this was episode 8 of our weekly hot topics. We discussed Blac Chyna. We discussed Tasha and Rocky. We discussed them Slim Thug. We discussed Tamar. We discussed Monique. We discussed Ricky Smiley. And I do have something else for you guys if you guys would like to stick around. I have something for in regards to Shanquella. Okay, so hold on one moment here. And I'm gonna read to you guys um I'm gonna read to you guys the interview that was done with the concierge of the actual villa. Okay, I'm going to read that to you. So give me just a second. Get it pulled back up here. And I ask that as I read this, that y'all kind of brace yourself a little bit because this is extremely heartbreaking. Again, y'all know I'm a ride for Shanquella and her family because she deserves justice. She absolutely deserves justice. So give me just a second. I'm getting ready to pull everything up. So I'm gonna read the one from the second one. I'm not gonna read the first one. The first one wasn't all of that, but give me 1 second. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all, and I promise I'm gonna get this pulled up here really quick, and we're gonna talk about it, or we're gonna read it. Um, Shoot, I don't know how to pull this PDF up, so I'm just gonna read it to y'all. Okay, now this is from the concierge. Okay, and um, again, this is a lot. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is in regards to Shanquella Robinson, guys. This is in regards to Shanquella Robinson. This is the concierge or who was concierge over the villa for their stay. So it says, "This is my statement given to the investigative agent. I'm not going to try to say his name, but his last name looks like it's Milan. In reference to the facts that are being investigated today, after informing me the reason for my presence in this interview. I have been employed with, and she's naming the Cabo or Cabo Villas in the United States where I work as concierge in attention and customer service. Okay. I provide services, assistance with doubts, any service that is needed for approximately 3.5 years. On October the 28th of 2022, I had been informed of the arrival of some guests to the villa Casa Linda 32, which is located in Cabo San Lucas. I mean, not Cabo San Lucas. Uh, it's a long name, y'all. I'm not gonna say that, but y'all know Cabo, Mexico. Period. The day before, I was sent the work schedule of the villas that we were taking care of as concierges. So I knew that the guest of the Casa Linda Villa would arrive around 3 p.m. October the 28th of 2022. The main client was, and this is Dejanay Jackson, and it also lists her phone number, which is blacked out, who contacted me around noon by text message to report that her flight had been delayed due to bad weather and that she would be telling me her new arrival time, confirming with me that it would be at 17:19 p.m. Then she stated she asked me if after arriving if she could take transportation or if the transportation to take her out to do some shopping. To which I responded that there is no problem. Then she told me that she would be letting me know what time, she would be letting me know the time that they were going to arrive. She texted me when they left the shopping center. She arrived at Casa Linda Villa around 2000 hours, and I had arrived at the villa 15 minutes before. And upon entering, I see a person of slim built, Afro American, about 1.7 tall, and about 25 to 30 years old, to whom I introduced myself since he had asked me who I was. I told him that I am the concierge and that I will be supporting his vacation in everything. Okay, so far, this is the concierge. And let's keep in mind that when she says, speaking of a male, I really think she's talking about Khalil Cook when she says that. Okay. Now, per the records, it is stated that Dejanay Jackson, which is the aggressor of the video, is the one who booked all of this stuff. Okay. Everything was in Dejanay's name. All right. So let's keep going. So it says, that a couple had arrived at the villa a few hours before. However, I only saw the male guest described above. I prepared my registration sheets, the information I have to provide to the client, guacamole, tortilla chips, margaritas, and I waited for the main client who arrived almost immediately in transport. They got off with their groceries, bottles of alcohol and tequila, but okay, I'm sorry, put down their suitcases and started taking pictures of the villa. Now they looked excited. They looked absolutely excited. And a total of 5 people arrived, 3 women and 2 African American men. Uh, one of the ladies looking like an African American and mixed with Latino. Of them, and then of course they named the names. Who is of sturdy built, tall, dark skin with a thick voice. And so there she's describing Dejanay Jackson. She was accompanied by 2 male guests of African American descent, both of slim build. One of them had dreadlocks. I introduced myself to the main guest, Dejanay Jackson, as her concierge and welcomed her. I asked her if she would like to see the villa and show her the rooms, along with some of her guests of friends to decide who was going to be staying in what room. When we returned to the dining room to sign the documents, which consist of guest registration, insurance included in the villa, and residential. Hold on, I lost my place, and this handwriting is so small. Let's see. Registration, insurance included in the villa and residential complex rules, and provided a copy of each of them to the registered following, to the ones that are registered, which is the following. And they absolutely name everybody: Khalil Cook, Shanquella Robinson, Dejanay Jackson, and all the rest of them, right? So it goes on to say that an investigation agent, and it gives his name again, Mr. Milan, is this in this act. The main guest stayed in the master bedroom, which is located at the end of the living room. There are 2 rooms. At the end of the kitchen is a TV or a entertainment room. Then as access with open area, which connects 3 more rooms. Now, the first room on the left is a waterfront, and the other room on the right is also a waterfront. And the third room, which is a double, not waterfront, being this at the end of the garage. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying real quick. What's going on, Miss Linda Gamble? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So we were just reading right now the transcripts of one of the concierge doing a situation. So hold on one second. I'm so sorry, y'all. Um, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that. All right. So it goes on to say, and of course, it's giving the information about the rooms. Okay. So let's move over into the next page. So it says, I went to the room of the main client, which again is Dejanay Jackson, to mention to her that dinner was ready since 20 hours and that if she needed to extend it, they would be charged an extra hour, which she did not agree to, and sent everyone to dinner. Since everyone was settling in her room, minutes later, they all sit at the table and begin to drink a lot. That is when I met Miss Shanquella. When I met Miss Shanquella, who was the last one to approach the table to celebrate, noticing noticing in her strange attitude that she seemed not to fit in with the others. When I introduced myself, she did not greet me or smile. She was indifferent, nothing to do with the atmosphere of the celebration. She was out of place at that party. I made sure that they were seated, having dinner, sharing, and celebrating, and that they had the information for the internet, the audio, the operation of the home. Once everything was ready, I left all the clients, the chef, and then they also give the waiter's number as well. So this is where I'll go ahead and say that you might want to brace yourself a little bit because the details in this is very disturbing and super, super shocking. Okay, so whew, here we go. So to give the phone numbers of the people, they stayed in place the next day at 13:50 or about 13:52 hours. I received a text message from the main guest, which is again Dejanay Jackson, asking me if I am available and which was the nearest medical service. I greeted her and asked her how I could support her and if she was looking at a hospital, she answered yes. I think my friend has alcohol poisoning and needs emergency services and someone to speak to or translate in Spanish for us. I offered to send her a doctor so he could determine if it was necessary to go to the hospital. And I told her that the doctor speaks English. She answers, yes, please. I tell her the cost is $100 for the visit plus the medicine. I asked her if she agrees to this, and she answers yes, please, as soon as possible. I tell her that I will make the call to request the service, to which she answers yes, please. Around 2 p.m. on October the 29th of 2022, I called Dr. and they blacked the doctor's name out, who is our contact for medical attention of our guest and whose telephone number is, and then they of course list the telephone number, but they black it out. Um, okay, hold on one second. We're to another page. Okay, and in about 4 minutes later, Dejanay texts me asking me what I had been told, and I answer her that a doctor is going to contact her and check on her friend, and she replies, "Okay." Attached to this document is a screenshot of the conversation with Dejanay Jackson, where she asked for medical help, and the conversation is recorded on a three-letter size sheets of paper attached here too. So it says that at 1625, Dejanay Jackson texted me and told me that the girl has to be hospitalized because after being evaluated, she has to be hospitalized, and that her friends were finding out if they had any insurance. To which I asked if she is in serious condition, and the doctor said no. Now, before I go on, these fools is crazy. So they're basically telling her that it's a serious situation. She needs to be hospitalized, but they're asking, would you like to send her to the hospital? And they're telling her no. Okay. So, but that she does need an IV. I don't know how they knew that, but they're saying that she needed an IV. So that is sorry, that she is practically unconscious, and that was why that she needed to be hospitalized. Later on, the administrator, and it blacks out the name with telephone number, blacks out the telephone number, called me to ask if I requested ambulance for the villa. I told him no. He tells me that the security of Los Cabos, Puerto Los Cabos, is asking him about the request and access of the ambulance to Casa Linda number 32. Remember, Casa Linda number 32 is exactly the villa that they're actually staying at. Later, Dejanay Jackson called me to tell me that the guest had died, and she asked me to go there as soon as possible. That he is already on his way to help in whatever he can. Now, again, when they say he, they're speaking about the administrator. I went to Puerto Los Cabos, Los St. Lucas, Locus, I don't know what to call that. After having spoken with Dejanay, upon arriving at the villa, I had a couple of municipal police officers talking to Dejanay Jackson in the parking lot area of the house, and one of the guests, who was African American descent, regular built, African American accent, regular built, short hair, was coming and going from the house and calling by cell phone a relative or a friend in the United States using as a translator. And of course, they blacked out that name as well. I also saw the main client, Dejanay Jackson, making contact with the male guest, uh, and on several occasions entering and leaving the house. So it almost makes me wonder, are they talking about Nazir at this point? Are they talking about Nazir at this point? Because again, we do know that he arrived a day later from everybody else. Now that we have seen facts of that. But this goes on to say, during this time, I am waiting for to tell me what to do. And I'm assuming she's talking about the administrator, telling her what to do since he are my concierge team leader. So I entered the house while I initially observed the guests relaxed, calm, sitting in the living room area near the dinner table. My my purpose was to look for the main guest, which designated Jackson, to give her my condolences. When I talked to when I talked to her, I gave her my condolences. She thanked me and told me that they had talked to her friend's mother and mentioned that this was so fast to lose her in an instant for having too much alcohol. That is sick. That is so sick. Oh my gosh, that is so sick. Um, I asked her if I could give her a hug, to which she said yes. She gave me a very indifferent hug, very cold. I saw a very I, s- I saw a very sad guest, a skinny girl, and I saw she was in pain. I left the area and stayed outside the main entrance to give them space to mourn and grieve. Minutes later, I heard laughter. I approached, I guess she's saying, the administrator, who told me to leave and to go back to my villas in Cabo St. Lucas. That he will be in charge of following up and supporting the clients and the authorities. I said goodbye to the clients and I left for Cabo San Lucas. Later, around 21 hours to 21:30 hours, the main guest contacted me to request transportation to go to dinner because they hadn't eaten anything all day due to the situation. That right there is enough for me. Y'all ain't ate all day due to this. Y'all will still be hungry. So I called and then they provide the transportation company's information who owns Lands End Transfer. Requesting transportation for the clients to the Villa Linda 32 to San Jose to go to dinner because they had not eaten anything. The driver advised of his departure from the villa of uh, Linda Casa Linda 32 to San Jose del Cabo to find a restaurant for dinner. At the end of the service, the driver with phone number reported via audio message on the WhatsApp chat of the Lands End Transfer Group to that the service had ended and that he had left the guest at an airport hotel. Hold on. At an airport hotel. I'm sorry, I lost my place again. Okay, the next day, Dejanay called me to tell me that no, I'm sorry. Somebody else had called and said that the maid was reporting that there was no one in the villa, that if I had been notified that they were leaving, to which I replied no, that the day before all they had requested was transportation. So later on, around 11 a.m. in the morning, I sent the message to Dejanay Jackson offering my support, asking if everything is okay, if there was anything I could do for it. Without getting a response until the very next day, which was Monday, October the 31st of 2022, when she texted me to ask if that she needed to do anything to check out. If she needed to sign anything, I could email it to her and they would that I could email it to her as if they had already left. Later, she asked me for the property manager's phone number. So minutes later, I sent it to her. Days later, I found out that there is a lot of controversy because of the news of the video of the main guest, Dejanay Jackson, hitting her friend Shanquella, the guest who died, which I saw the video on social media and I realized that the that practically the main guest, Dejanay Jackson, lied and um, lied I'm sorry, manipulated and lied to me with the information she provided of what happened to leave the country as soon as possible. It should be noted that she put the name as the last person or guest list on the registry, and I'm assuming that would be Nazir Wiggins. So that is the end of that. However, that was enough for me. That was enough for me because what this is giving us is giving us timestamps and it's letting us know that these people are evil and conniving. So what you chose to do was to say that you were going to dinner. We don't know if they actually went to dinner. By the sound of it, they went somewhere near the airport, which was an airport hotel, so that they could get on the next thing smoking out of there and head back home. Mind you, they show up to Miss Salamandra Robinson's house with Shanquella's luggage. They have they were there what 3 times, according to Miss Salamandra Robinson. They had been there 3 times. Um, and the very best friends shaking and sweating and going on. At the end of the day, I really truly don't see it for any of the Cabo Six. I've always said that I hope that whatever they do, they are totally uncomfortable, and I mean every bit of that. I want them to be uncomfortable because this is sad. This is ruthless. This is crazy. You guys wanted to go to dinner to eat, knowing that Shanquilla was dead. Like, this is crazy to me. It is absolutely crazy to me, and I appreciate that person for speaking out, but it almost also makes me wonder. You guys know that Ben Crump's assistant went to. I see a lot of y'all coming on up out the chat. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna keep on talking about Shanquella. Um, I saw that there was a situation again in regards to this, where we've been pinning that Mexican investigator, whatever his name, Guabo, whatever that man name is. He some of his stuff don't line up to what this particular person said. They also interviewed someone else, and when they interviewed them, I forgot who it was. I want to say it was maybe the manager, someone like that. They also interviewed, but she didn't really say much. She just said that she confirmed that it looked as if from the video it was morning time when this took place. She did state that, but she also stated that by the way of the sun and how the sun is actually beaming on the bedroom ground, that's the reason why again it looks like it was morning. Okay. Uh yeah, just simply what's going on. I never trusted him either because again, he was the information that I felt like he was giving out was information that just wasn't like it wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? That's just bottom line. It wasn't it. Like I wasn't here for it. And he was the one that was definitely trying to get clout. I mean, he didn't know nothing about YouTube when he did that interview with the lead attorney, and when he did his interview with Gerald, he didn't know nothing about StreamYard. He didn't know nothing about YouTube. He didn't know nothing about Patreon. He didn't know nothing about Cash App. And then we see him a week later come back and tell us that he have actual photos of Shanquella, the Red Cross working on Shanquella to keep Shanquella alive. He's want us to believe that those photos are real. Yo, it ain't real. It sounds like Nazir was telling the truth. If that's the case, the boy is slow. I mean, turtle snail slow. Well, I mean, it ain't even about him telling the truth because at the end of the day, you still left this girl over here knowing exactly what took place and what took place while you were there. Why was you still singing Summer Walker to her? That still came out of his mouth. He said that he had moved her and that he was singing Summer Walker. No, I believe he lied too. I believe some of the stuff he said lied. He lied as well. As far as him arriving on the next day, okay, cool. We got receipts of that. But also, that man still left her over there. And not only that, he went along with what everybody else was doing. I don't care. You ain't finna pin this on me. If I ain't got nothing to do with it, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But nobody is that slow. He didn't know about English either. Child, he didn't. He didn't. He know nothing. And I thought again that was very weird. And y'all saying that people, content creators who are actually out here doing work, doing work that they're supposed to be doing, y'all out here saying that they the ones that's clout chasing. No, it's people like him. Come on now. So yeah, that was a lot. He should have been on the video whipping they. That's what I'm saying. Because if I really care about this person, I'm about to be asking y'all what happened, what's going on, what's T, what's going on. This would be one of them situations where you would just have to call me a bad friend because I'm telling on all y'all. Okay. As soon as I'd have walked in that place and saw what was going on and saw that wasn't nothing looking right, I'd have made my exit and I'd have been trying to go get some help and figure out exactly what's going on. But the fact that you roll with them, y'all came back to the US as if nothing ever happened. I'm sure y'all had been talking and trying to come up with some type of narrative the whole time. All of them need to be put under the jail. And again, I hope they are not comfortable with anything that they absolutely do in their life. I hope they're not even comfortable with going to piss. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Absolutely. I mean that. I don't want them to be comfortable. You guys have been scot-free for the last few months to do whatever you want to do, to eat, to drink, to do all of this stuff, whereas Shanquella couldn't even celebrate her own birthday. January the 19th. She couldn't do that. Why? Because y'all took her life and left her over there. Left her over there as if nothing happened. It takes some sick individuals to do something like that. It takes some absolute sick individuals to do something like that. So I don't see it for any of them. And again, like I said, you had Nazir over his mama over here talking about that he was oh, I'm sorry, January 9th. I don't know why I said 19th. Um, you got Nazir over here who is saying that and his mama over here saying that he is clear now and that he don't have nothing to worry about. He's clear. He didn't talk. Man, if it's an ongoing investigation and just based off of how everybody is going, he ain't clear. Again, this young lady didn't get to celebrate her birthday. She didn't get to celebrate any type of milestones. And it's just foul. It's absolutely foul. And I can't rock with it. I can't rock with it. Hold on one second, y'all. So yeah, I wanted to read that to you all so that you all under and see that the concierge is literally telling us what they saw. I don't know if it's a male or a female. I don't know, but they're literally telling us what they saw in those moments. And also, I'm gonna ask y'all something. Did it not like didn't when I read a portion of this, I read a portion of this where it stated that the administrator told the concierge to leave. The way that she said it was like he intentionally told her to leave for what reason? Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that when I read that? He told her, the administrator told the concierge to leave and that he would take care of it. So it almost makes me wonder, what did you guys tell? What did he help do in this particular situation for the Cabo Six? What did he do? Something there was fishy to me. If I know that a young lady has passed away and I'm an administrator or whatever the case may be, although I have the authorities there, I still want somebody there to be able to side with me and tell my specific side of the story. Or whenever I do tell my side of the story, it won't be nobody saying, "Oh, you lying, that's not what happened." So I'm thinking again, like, was that man paid allegedly? What was it? What was it? Something had to have happened for them to tell that concierge to leave the room or to leave. For him to tell the concierge to go, something happened. Hey, what's going on, Gigi? What's going on? What's going on? Something most definitely happened. And again, we're on the outside looking in. We're trying to piece things together. And I think this is going to always be the situation to justice is served. The Sue Ann Robinson, who went over there to try to get some answers, they told her, well, y'all, if y'all want answers, y'all might want to get in touch with the 6 people who were here. If the 6 people lied, connived, and done all that they had to do to get to the airport, to get back to the US, will make you think that we're going to be able to get in touch with them. I just, it's sad and it's pathetic. And honestly, just reading that, the first time I heard it, I got literally choked up because I'm like, yo, how senseless can you be after you've already after you've already unalived this Shanquella, you decide to go to dinner because you ain't ate all day? Yo, you will still be hungry. But again, I know that the concierge didn't know as of the concierge didn't know per her. She didn't know, and I keep saying she, I don't know if it's a he or she, but they did not know until they did not know she did not know about the video. She did not know about the video until it came out a couple days later after they had already left. So I don't blame that part on her because, of course, she didn't know. And they literally manipulated their way out of the country based off of what she's saying. She's saying that they literally manipulated their way out of the country based off of the story that they actually told. So again, these are some sick, grimy, no life, no, I mean, these are some sick individuals. And I'm gonna keep on saying justice for Shanquella Robinson. I'm literally putting myself in this situation, just kind of wondering what would those feelings be like. These people on YouTube consistently come after Shanquella's family. But why? It's no need for it. At the end of the day, I want justice for Shanquella Robinson. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. She deserves justice. No one deserves to be brutally beaten like she was by a group of friends that you think that you're going on this vacation with, and you thinking that y'all gonna have a good time. Now, I want to say this. I want to challenge one thing that she did state in that um in that interview. There was one thing that she stated that kind of really raised my eyebrows a little bit. I don't know about them eating dinner on that Friday and Shanquella not fitting in, because we actually saw video clips and heard video clips of Shanquella sounding like she was having a extremely good time. Do y'all remember that? Remember, I think it was Lord have mercy, their names have slipped my mind. But it was two females that was doing push-ups, remember? Not only that, but they were playing some type of game. And we heard Shanquella laughing and having a good time. But then we also saw another video where she was laying in a hammock, but it was dark as well. So again, I don't know. Still trying to piece these timelines together has always been something that has been hard. We seen that. Let me see if I can pull that up here really quick, because well, I'll do it in a different video. But we did see it and we heard it, and so that was something that I was challenging, because in the actual interview, she stated that Shanquella seemed not to fit in and not to do certain things. So I kind of felt like that was a little, it went off in my head like ding ding, something ain't right about that. So that was the only thing that I have questions about in regards to this. But reading that, none of them have a heart. None of them do. None of them do. So yeah. I wanted to pretty much end this video with that, because like I said, that was a lot. That was absolutely a lot. And again, I don't man. I'm again praying that this family gets the justice that they absolutely deserves. I pray that Shanquella gets the justice that she deserves. We haven't heard, and I'm really concerned about him. But I'm concerned about her father. We haven't heard much from him. We know that he did a interview with I think the last interview that he did was with what's his name that used to host the Basketball Wives reunion. Why is his name slipping my mind? Somebody help me. His name is literally slipping my mind right now. What is his name? What is his name? Mark Lamont Hill. There we go. Mark Lamont Hill. Um, he did an interview with Shanquella's father in regards to this. And I think this was the last time that we've actually seen Shanquella's father. Well, we do know that he was at the rally that they had. But as far as like the press conference, I didn't see him in the press conference. I didn't see him in a lot of other places. And so I'm concerned about him. I am. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm definitely concerned about him. And I'm going to continue to keep on praying, because Grief, unfortunately, can literally almost take you up out of here, can take you up out of here. And so I'm just praying that he's well, or at least well to be expected, to be expected. We just haven't heard anything from him. And so again, I just pray that all is well with him. It's a sad and unfortunate situation to lose your daughter like this. But again, I pray that he's doing okay. I do. I do. I will use my resources and reach out to him again. But I pray that he's doing okay. Um, it's sad to see this. It is absolutely sad to see this. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's Hot Topics, weekly Hot Topics with Chef Down Down. We have 2 more episodes left next Friday and the following Friday, if the Lord says the same. We'll be right here again discussing these topics. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in again. If you'd like to bless the channel, you have 4 options. I've been saying 3 options, but you have 4. Free way is by liking this video, okay? Another way is by sending a super chat or a super sticker. The preferable ways would be Cash App or Venmo, and that is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, okay? Those of you that know that are in Patreon, I had to push this live back because I'm not feeling too good, but I'm pressing because I want to give you guys content. You guys do know that I will be out for procedure during this time. It's not gonna be all kind of stuff still going on the page. Okay, now StreamYard has come up with a new way for you to stream your stuff, and so I have friends that are still in this industry, and they will be able to stream stuff while I'm away. Okay. And so again, I appreciate all the prayers, the love, the concerns. You guys showed love in Patreon, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you to, of course, the fam. In regards to this, I really, really appreciate you all. Um, I have not disclosed what the procedure will be to anyone as of yet, but it is a very serious very serious procedure. So you guys keep me lifted, keep me lifted. Keep blessing the channel, keep blessing the channel because again, I'ma still you guys will still get content. So you guys will get content on Harlem. It is an Amazon Prime show. You guys will get content on Bel Air. Um, and then I'm also going to be pre-recording my throwback segments of Greenleaf. Okay, remember I told you guys I was gonna go back, watch Greenleaf, and we're gonna be reviewing them. And I think we're gonna do it like episodes. So we're gonna break it down by seasons and by episodes as well. I'm super excited about that because I love Greenleaf, but we're also gonna talk about the reason why Greenleaf was actually canceled. So we have a lot coming up, and I'm super excited about it. um, hold on, y'all. Okay. Um. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing, and also, y'all, I have some very big news that's going to be. I'm super excited about it too. I have some very big news. I'll go ahead and tell y'all since it's 42 people in here. So on the 31st, I will be dropping a new channel that I have. Okay, it's gonna be a new channel. And on this new channel, we're gonna be doing some different stuff. We're gonna be doing some different stuff. And I'm super excited about it. Can't wait for you guys to see it. It is going to be dropping on the 31st with all of the details. We ain't waiting on something. Everything will be dropped on the 31st. Okay. Everything will be dropped on the 31st. So that's why I say your donations literally go into what I do and create for the channel. And so it's greatly appreciated because you guys don't have to do it. So it's greatly appreciated. Be on the lookout for that. We do still have some amazing things coming up. And on that particular channel, there will be consistent things that will be playing on the channel. Okay. So again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. I don't have any more live schedule for today, but who knows? Something might come up. If something does come up, I will be back and we'll be tuned in and locked in. All right. With that being said, I appreciate you all, and you all have a great rest of your day. And listen, if you need something to help pump your day up, get into this music, period. I don't know what y'all got. This music right here make you want to twerk a little something. All right.